Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to discuss about elimination reactions. What do you mean by elimination? Elimination reaction is one in which the substrate molecule loses two atoms or groups from the same carbon atom or from adjacent carbon atoms under the influence of an attacking reagent. So elimination can be of two types. First one is 1-1 elimination reaction, or it is called alpha elimination, which means the atoms or groups of atoms lost from the same carbon atom. Whereas 1-2 elimination or beta elimination, in which atoms or groups of atoms lost from the adjacent carbon atoms. And in this chapter we deal with the 1-2 elimination, that is our beta elimination. Then the mechanism of a 1-2 elimination or beta eliminations are two types. That is, one is E1 mechanism, another one is E2 mechanism. First we discuss about E2 mechanism. What do you mean by E2 elimination or E2 reaction? Elimination reaction which is kinetically of second order is called a bimolecular elimination reaction. That is, rate of an E2 reaction depends on concentration of substrate and concentration of base. That's why it is called a bimolecular elimination second order reaction. For example, this is our alkyl halide CH3CH2Br. In the presence of a base like OH minus of alcoholic KOH, by heating it will converted into CH2 double bond CH2 plus H2O plus Br minus. So the product is alkene. The order of reactivity or primary alkyl halides generally undergo elimination only by E2 mechanism. And the favored mechanism for secondary and tertiary alkyl halides is to E2. If we use a strong, very strong base is used. Then consider the mechanism of E2 reaction. It is a single step reaction, that is through tri simul through the simultaneous occurrence of transition state, and there is no intermediate formed. This is the mechanism. When the base attack on alkyl halide, it abstracts hydrogen from beta position. This is beta position. This is alpha, this is beta. Then this bond shifts to this carbon and halogen getting eliminated. And we get transition state. Here the dashed line represents bond, partial bond breaking and making. That is concerted reaction mechanism. And further it will convert it into the product, that is our alkene, by the elimination of X minus and BH. That is the mechanism of E2 reaction. And this is also called dehydrohalogenation because it simply eliminates HX. So it is called a dehydrohalogenation. Then what is the orientation of E2 reaction? We know that dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halides gives different products, a mixture of alkenes, in which the predominant product will be of Zaitsev product. What do you mean by Zaitsev rule? That is, in 1-2 elimination reaction, the predominant product is the most highly substituted alkene. That is, the one that has greater number of alkyl groups attached to the doubly bonded carbon atoms. That is called a Zaitsev rule. For example, This is our 2-bromo-butane. In the presence of alcoholic KOH, it will converted into mixture of alkenes. One is but-2-ene, another one is but-1-ene. According to Zaitsev rule, which alkene will be major product? This alkene has more substitutions, or it is most highly substituted alkene compared with this alkene. Here both the carbons are substituted with the one CH3 groups, whereas in this case one carbon is substituted with ethyl group, another carbon has no substitution, both are hydrogen atoms. So the most highly substituted alkene is but-2-ene. That is our Zaitsev product. Then what will be the order of reactivity of alkenes in the case of E2 elimination reaction? The more substituted alkene will be major product. So which is more stable than this type of alkene, which is more stable than this type of alkene, and so on. So from this factor we can say that which alkyl halide will be more reactive towards E2 elimination reaction. Obviously tertiary alkyl halide will be more reactive than secondary alkyl halide, which is more reactive than primary alkyl halide. That is the order of reactivity of alkyl halides. Because in the case of tertiary alkyl halide, what will be the possible product? Alkene. This is a third butyl bromide, which on undergoes E2 elimination and get converted into this alkene, that is 2-methyl propene. So this is our tertiary, that is tertiary alkyl halide, and the product is highly substituted alkene. So the stability of alkene also depends on the reactivity of alkyl halides. Next is E1 reaction or E1 mechanism. It is called a unimolecular elimination reaction. That is, rate of a reaction is depends on only on the concentration of substrate. That is E1 reaction. For example, this is a tertiary halide which reacts with the water. It will convert it into alkene, CH3, C, CH3, double bond CH2 by the elimination of Br minus plus H3O plus. This is dehydrohalogenation followed by E1 mechanism. The important thing, that is primary alkyl halides do not undergo E1 reaction because of the difficulty encountered in forming primary carbocations, which are least stable. We know that the order of stability of carbocations, tertiary is more stable than secondary, which is more stable than primary. So in the case of primary alkyl halides, the intermediate will be primary carbocation, which is not stable. So primary alkyl halide do not undergo E1 reaction, whereas secondary and tertiary alkyl halides undergo both E1 and E2 reactions. Then what is the mechanism? We know that it is two-step reaction mechanism and having intermediate like carbocation. The first step, that is the rate determining step. Here simply eliminates halide as X minus. That is slow step, and it will convert it into intermediate. That is our carbocation plus X minus. Then it undergo attack of base by attacking base, hydrogen abstracted, and this bond will shift to this bond, and it is a fast reaction. It will convert it into our alkene by the elimination of BH plus. This is the mechanism of E1 reaction. Here the base will attacks hydrogen and it will convert it into alkene. And what is the orientation and reactivity in E1 reaction? Same as E2 reaction, orientation in E1 reaction also follow Zaitsev rule, that is the major product will be highly substituted product. For example, this is our 2-chloro-2-methyl butane, which on E2 reaction the major product will be 2-methyl butene, that is our highly substituted alkene. And this is our minor product 2-methyl but 1-ene. Okay. Here we know that the intermediate is carbocation. So of course there will be a chance for rearrangement if it can obtain a tertiary carbocation, that is more stable carbocation. For example, this is our 2-bromo 2,2-dimethyl butane, which on it undergoes E2 elimination. First it will convert it into carbocation, that is a secondary carbocation, and there is a chance for rearrangement by the conversion of secondary carbocation into tertiary carbocation, that is by the shift of methyl group 1 to methyl shift it can convert it into tertiary carbocation. It is tertiary carbocation and it is more stable than secondary carbocation. Then it undergoes by elimination of H3O plus. When adding water it will convert it into our alkene. This is our product, major product. So order of reactivity of carbocation will be tertiary, secondary, primary. Then it follows the order of reactivity of alkyl halide in E1 reaction, that is tertiary, secondary, then primary alkyl halides. That's all about elimination reactions. Hope it is clear. Thank you.